Dental laboratories represent one of the most demanding segments of the dental industry. The Form 3B builds on all the great features that made our Form 2 printer a hit with major dental labs all over the world, and adds a suite of powerful new features and services that will enhance your workflow and make you proud of the parts you're delivering. With dental labs in mind, we optimized the Form 3B's ecosystem for ultimate scalability, reliability, and quality. From one printer to many, the Form 3B is built to grow with your business.
The low upfront equipment costs of the Form 3B allow laboratories of all sizes to start with one or a few printers and add capacity as demand grows, quickly growing a sizable fleet of printers and building in redundancy for an incredibly scalable and reliable operation.
Remote Print allows you to initiate and monitor prints from anywhere, with user-friendly preform print preparation software that integrates seamlessly with existing imaging and CAD/CAM solutions, and with full independent control over settings and materials. The Form 3B's large build platform and automatic resin dispensing material cartridges allow for more parts per print job. Dental labs can expect to see 55% less labor and costs compared to competitive 3D printers. We know your business can't afford to slow down. That's why we designed the Form 3B to be our most reliable printer ever. New smart sensors constantly monitor print progress and keep you informed and ready to promptly address potential issues.
We usually run smaller batches of parts during the day and use remote printing to monitor larger builds that run during the night.
We also made it easier for users to replace many of the Form 3B's major components themselves, minimizing the need to send a printer in for repairs and increasing uptime. And whether you're new to dental 3D printing or a CAD/CAM expert, the Formlabs dental team is here to help.
Our new dental service plan will help you get up and running, check in proactively to see how things are going, and if anything goes wrong, help is just a phone call away. We went to great lengths to create a service that provides the best phone support in the industry.
All the state-of-the-art technologies we added to the Form 3B were created to help you manufacture parts you can be proud to deliver to your clients.
Our proprietary industry-first low-force stereolithography technology reduces the strain created on a part when peeling it from the resin tank between layers, producing parts with incredible surface quality and clarity.
Light touch supports make removing support structures easy and leaves virtually no marks on the part's surfaces, delivering parts that are more accurate than ever. Formlabs dental product development is backed by an industry-leading engineering team, a state-of-the-art facility for biocompatible materials development, and a team of dental industry experts. And with our years of experience as the leaders in desktop digital fabrication for dental laboratories all over the world, you can trust that Formlabs hardware, software, and materials are tried and tested from start to finish to deliver the best clinical outcomes.
PIC Dental provides the world's most precise digital implant impression technology. The system is based on the PIC camera that allows to take an impression in less than 1 minute. The PIC abutments are impression transfers calibrated with digital 3D codes. The PIC camera is approached to the oral cavity and the capture begins automatically. Instantly, the PIC abutment's positions are identified and their relative distances and angles are measured. The results are immediately exported to a PIC file that contains the exact positions between the implant platforms. Soft tissue registration must be taken with an alginate impression or an intraoral scanner. At the lab, PIC file and soft tissue data are easily aligned, becoming a high-precision digital model in order to manufacture structures with a guaranteed passive fit on the patient's implants. PIC Dental is compatible with all implant platforms.
Dental implants qualify themselves, among other things, by their ability to integrate into the jawbone tissue. An evenly applied treatment of the implant surface with cold active plasma increases the wettability and thus the affinity of the blood osteoblasts to the surface. As a result, the implant can integrate into the bone much faster. The plasma process is characterized by its easy handling. This functionalization of the surface can be performed chairside directly before the implant is inserted. The plasma discharges, which are clearly visible here, have to be evenly distributed on the surface in order to obtain an optimal result. On the left side, we see an untreated implant in its original state. The implant on the right side has been exposed to uniform plasma discharges for a short time as seen earlier. When inserted in human blood, it's evident that the untreated implant virtually repels the blood, while the blood on the plasma-treated implant is even pulled upwards along the thread against the gravity. abutments are bonded to prosthetics in the dental laboratory every day. Adhesion problems can occur, for example, as a result of stress in the oral cavity. For this reason, the PiezoBrush PZ3 handheld plasma device is used to treat both parts with plasma before applying the primer. The plasma treatment improves the wettability of the surfaces to be bonded so that they become hydrophilic. On the other hand, the plasma treatment results in a fine cleaning of the surface, which removes the finest impurities that are invisible to the human eye. These effects result in both primer and adhesive being distributed better and more evenly on the surface. This allows both to enter even the finest cavities and ultimately produce a better bond. Customer complaints can thus be prevented and strong bonding is ensured.
Hello everyone, my name is Sascha Hein and I'm here today to tell you about the new photographic protocol for eLab. The new photographic protocol for eLab is much like the old one, but there are a few differences, so let's get started. We advise to always take your eLab photos with the patient sitting in an upright position in front of you. It is always a good idea to use retractors, and when you do, advise your patient to pull them back and up towards the ears to fully retract the vestibule. Ask the patient to bite down and then to move the mandible forward into an edge-to-edge position and with the tongue removed from the back of the teeth. As per usual, you should set your camera to an exposure time of 1/125th of a second with an aperture of 22 and a sensitivity between ISO 100 and 300 depending on your camera model. Switch off TTL and select the manual mode instead to set the flash output to full intensity, which is 1/1. Attach the matching polarized filter to your flash and grab your new white balance card to position it on center with the patient's midline. You will notice that the shooting distance is now slightly increased. Use the two lower crop marks for guidance by making sure they are fully captured and not cut off. Then take the polarized picture, which should look like this. Note that if the object of interest is not one of the two maxillary centrals, but let's say one of the laterals or canines instead, the white balance card needs to follow this position accordingly. If you want to provide your dental lab with a reflected image as well, for instance to better judge the surface texture, you must use a lateral flash with a suitable bracket-like axis, in which case the flash intensity needs to be lowered to about 1/4 intensity. Again, make sure the position of the white balance card is correct and that the two lower crop marks are fully captured. And then this is how your reflected images should look. In my next video, I will explain the features of the new white balance gray reference card and how to use it in eLab Prime. Thanks very much for watching.